there were 3 baby breeds up there.
What? Yeah, not these big ones.
That's my favorite class. Do something else. Like, it's a really good opportunity actually to not push yourself. You know, guys are the opposite. I think as humans we always want to like go on and test it. But yoga is really difficult in the way that actually not going to do that. That's really hard actually. That lesson. Okay guys, I think we can make a start, if that's okay with you. Let's turn my music down.
Okay.
So I'll just introduce myself. My name is Francesca, if you haven't met me before, and I'll be guiding you through your OD journey through the emotions course that we're starting today. So I picked the 8 biggest emotions that people face the most challenges with, the ones that you usually get quite overwhelmed by. Hopefully all of you will have experienced them, and some of you may really struggle with one of them particularly, or it might be a more general way you feel those emotions in an overwhelming way often. Doesn't matter, they're all going to be really useful to you, and I'm sure actually each week you might learn something about anxiety that helps with your anger or vice versa. So hopefully everything that's included in the 8 weeks will be a nice sort of set of tools that you can call upon for the rest of your life. So we're starting today with anxiety. Now there's a saying that says anxiety is when we look to the future, we're not in the present, and depression is when you look in your past, you're stuck in your past. I don't necessarily agree with that statement. I think that traumatic or stressful experiences in your past can keep you stuck in anxiety in the future also. And anxiety is the sort of excess energy, this vigilance, there we go. And this feeling of like, there's too much energy that we can't settle and stay calm and present. Racing thoughts, racing heart, tension, it represents differently in our bodies. And everything I'm using in our lessons is clinically proven to help navigate those emotions. So emphasis on the fact that we're not trying to repress them or get rid of them. In fact, anxiety is actually really useful. Back when we were cave people, we would constantly have to be on the lookout for food and for predators and for issues that we needed to solve. Now, while our minds have advanced, our bodies are still quite primal, and actually it's not so useful now, those feelings and all that extra, adrenaline and cortisol. So the movements that we're going to do today are going to help to release some of that excess energy and make us feel calmer and safer in our body. And then I've got some clinically proven psychological practices that you can use at home as well that I'm going to weave into a meditation at the end. So I will record all of the sessions so you can keep these in your arsenal and you can call on them whenever you need to. And the way I lay out my lessons is always the same. I do a little free flow, which might feel really weird to start with, especially when you're used to being told what to do all the time. But this is really important, this bit, to listen to your body. So I want you to drop out of your mind, be guided by your body, and just move around however you feel is right. I will roughly guide you if that scares you too much, and you can just follow me until you get to the point where you feel brave enough to maybe move in a different way, but you don't have to. I then do the movement practice, and then I end with a couple of yin postures, which is where we hold them for longer, and then a meditation. And that will be the same every week, just different emotions, different techniques, and different scientifically proven kind of things that we can do to help manage our emotions, not repress them. Okay, so let's start. I'll stop rambling now. Come to any comfortable seat. It can look like me. You might have your legs outstretched, you might lay down, it's up to you, however you feel most comfortable. Start by bringing some alignment into your body. So you can bring your shoulders over your hips. Grow your spine nice and tall, and roll your shoulders up, and then slide them down the back of your body. Feel your crown of your head reaching towards the sky, and if it feels okay, close your eyes and start to take deeper, slower breaths than you normally would. And allowing yourself to arrive on your mat, in your practice, in now. So again, anxiety is never in the now. We want to practice being right here, right now, as much as possible in this yoga lesson and after too. And here, you might want to take a deeper out breath than your in breath. This is known as a psychological sign. So it's helping to release anxiety or any unhelpful emotions. It's helping to slow the mind down, and it's helping to switch on your parasympathetic nervous system. So you don't need to count or push or strain. Just naturally, however feels right for you, extend your exhale. If you want, you can sigh if that feels good. As you breathe out, feel tension leaving your jaw, your brow, your shoulders, maybe in your glutes or your belly somewhere. Your fingertips relax. Feel it like a wave washing down your body and releasing whatever needs to go. Don't worry if thoughts are there. Welcome every single sensation. We're not pushing anything away here. We're welcoming. Again, bringing back anxiety, it's often the body screaming at you to listen to it. And your yoga practice can be an opportunity to hear your body, hear your mind, and the messages that it wants you to hear. So breathe out and observe all sensations in the body, good, bad, and in between. And as you breathe out, gently scanning through the body, I want you to bring your focus to your mind. So staying in that seat of witness, of observing, look down into your own mind and notice what thoughts, distractions, and memories and motions are there for you this morning. And you can just remain detached. You don't have to analyse, judge, push away or repress. Simply watch the thoughts, like you'd watch clouds floating through the sky. All welcome, all heard and honoured, but not being controlled by those thoughts. A little bit of space between you and the thoughts. And in this space, you might like to set an intention for your practice this morning. It can be anything you like, or it could be based on what we're doing. So you could say something like, I choose to return to this moment one breath at a time. I choose to return to this moment one breath at a time. Few more deep breaths, really feeling your breath coming in through your nose and out through your mouth, or however you're breathing. Feeling the body receiving that breath. And every time you notice yourself dragged away by a thought or a distraction, without pushing it away, without being angry or attaching emotions to it, watch that thought and come back to your breath in your own time. Lovely. When you're ready, we're going to begin our free flow movement. So you can join me or you can do your own thing. It's entirely up to you. I'm going to start by rolling my head and neck around, as my shoulders is often where I feel the most tension. You could look up and down. You can look side to side. You can let one ear kind of flop over to the shoulder. So this is really your opportunity to be in your body rather than your mind. If you struggle with that, it sounds silly, but I often imagine moving my brain down into the centre of my body and using my body as a brain instead. How does it want to move? What does it need? Does it want to slow down? Does it want to speed up? What needs stretching or releasing? When you're ready, bring that down onto the shoulders. You can roll them, shake them, shrug them, whatever you want to do with your shoulders. Doesn't have to be a yoga movement. Doesn't have to be a movement you've ever done before. Just warming up the body, moving all that energy around. the rib cage, so rolling around in a circle. You can slide it side to side, open and close the rib cage. Often when we're suffering with anxiety, tension, stress, or pretty much any emotion, we hold a lot of tension in our rib cage. So it's a really good opportunity here to just stretch out all those intercostal muscles and allow us to breathe better. So if you can take a nice deep breath in and an even longer one out, it's going to be super effective at settling down whatever overwhelm you're feeling. And then same with the pelvis. You can roll around on those sit bones, you can squeeze your pelvic floor and release it, you can rock back and forth. Again, the hips is a place that we store a lot of emotion. So again, today, working with the hips to stretch them out and to release whatever needs to come out of there. The body and the mind are not separate in any way. So whatever's going on in your brain is going to be going on in your body too. Lovely. And when you're ready, take a nice deep breath in. You're going to bring your arms up to the sky. And as you exhale, start to gently float your fingertips through the air. That's it. And what I want you to do here is just move your fingers through the air, feeling the air on your palms, between your fingers. And start to explore the space around you. You're going to notice, as you move, your spine's going to join in. So you might take some side bends, maybe a little twist or a forward fold, maybe a little back bend, whichever feels right for you. And remember in yoga, you only need to go 80% of your full range of motion, so you never need to push yourself into a particular shape. You do what I'm doing, it doesn't have to look the same as me or anybody else. Just do what's safe in your body. And as you move around, especially with your arms, I want you to think about this energy field that surrounds your body. So whatever's about arm's length away is the energy that you're emitting from your body. Now this is a measurable thing, it's not me being a hippie, it's a real thing. And I want you to think about clearing out whichever emotions, energy, memories, past events, whatever's stored in here that aren't useful. So clear it out, and at the same time, you're putting in this nice healthy boundary. So you're only going to let in energy that feels good to you, that you want to surround your body with. Lovely. When that feels complete, stretch your legs out if they aren't already, wiggle your toes, roll your ankles, shake your knees. You can have a stretch with your legs out if that feels good. Lovely. And then drop into your body as a whole. Is there any way that needs stretching, wiggling, rocking or shaking that you might have missed? Just have a feel of that now. Thinking about the body as one whole piece here rather than separate parts. Lovely. When that's done, come back to the seat in which you started, but take your time, don't rush. Lovely. Okay, we're going to start today standing up. So if you make your way all the way up, then you're going to come to the top edge of your mat. Lines turn to the side, but you're going to come to this little top edge. So walk forwards, that's it, perfect. In line with each other. Lovely, hopefully everyone can see me. Just going to move this way a little bit, perfect. Okay, so we're going to come to mountain pose. Now this you'll hear time and time again. Mountain pose, mountain pose. Mountain pose is good for anxiety. The reason that you keep hearing it is because it actually really is good for anxiety. So bring your feet under your hips, knees under the hips as well, so you've got a nice straight line there, and shoulders over the hips too. Nice tall spine. Again, rolling the shoulders down, the back body, palms just come place in the front, nice and relaxed. And if possible, close your eyes or focus your gaze on a spot, whichever spot takes your fancy. Start to take those deeper, slower breaths, longer exhales, and I want you to just feel your feet on the ground. Now, when we have overwhelming emotions, some are heightened, high-frequency emotions, and anxiety is one of those. The earth has a lovely, low, grounding frequency. So I want you to tap into that energy with your feet. Feel your feet on the earth. You can imagine roots growing out your feet. You can just imagine that energy trickling up your legs. You can just trust that it's happening. Make your own journey. So feel all four corners of the feet. Try to tap into that energy however you do that. It might be feeling, it might be visualization, might just be focusing on your breath, trusting that it's happening all in the background. But this is one of the best postures for when you feel heightened, high energy. Don't know what to do with all that energy. Nice deep breaths. Lovely. When you're ready, open your eyes, soften your knees, breathe in. We're going to take a nice upward salute, open the heart. Exhale, flip your palms back, and you're going to bend from your hips. Now you can stop here at halfway, or you can come all the way down. If you're halfway, press your hands into your thighs. If you're coming into a forward fold, just let your arms dangle down. Again, really good posture for when you have racing thoughts. I like to imagine all of the thoughts dropping out my head and being carried away by the earth. Nice deep breaths, breathing into the back of your body. When you're ready, soften those knees. Start to roll up bone by bone by bone. Bringing those arms wide, breathe in. All the way into prayer position. Exhale them down onto your heart. And release them by your side. Breathe naturally. Let's do that again. Inhale, upward salute. Slight back bend here. Collarbones wide. Flip the palms. Exhale, hinge from the hips. Lead with the chin and chest. You can stop here at halfway, or you can come all the way down. Exhaling, releasing. Take some nice deep breaths here. You can shake your head. You can shake your shoulders. You can bend one knee and then the other. Lovely. Again, when you're feeling anxious, you don't necessarily have to come into a mountain pose and be still. You can shake, you can shimmy. Read the moment. It will be different every day. Roll up, bone by bone by bone, coming all the way back into mountain pose. Stacking everything on top of each other. Lovely. You're going to stick one leg out, pointing the toe. If that's too much, just keep your foot flat on the floor. Bring the same arm up and over into a nice side bend, opening out that rib cage so we can get those nice deep healing breaths into the body. Take some deep breaths here. Shoulders back, shoulder blades together. Open your heart. Lovely. Slide it all back into the centre. We're going to do that the other way. Exhale in. Beautiful. And down. Hold for 2 or 3 rounds of breath. That's it. Feel that side body opening. Perfect. Come back to the centre. Now I'm going to show you 2 options. You can either stay up here, come into a high lunge. So you're up here, front knee is bent, back leg is straight. Same thing the other way. You can have your foot on the floor if that feels better. Remember, modify it however you see fit. Or you're going to bend your knees, plant your palms, and you're going to take one leg back in a low lunge. So pick your option now. You can stay up and step back slightly, hands on the waist, that's it, perfect. Or you can come down with me into a low lunge. Wherever you are, slightly tuck your pelvis, and I want you to shine them forwards and let them release and open. So working with the hips and releasing the emotions that we store in our hips. Nice deep breaths. When you're ready, step your feet together and then swap sides. whichever version you're doing. Perfect, well done everyone. Just make sure that front knee is only hovering over the ankle, it's not further down. That's it, breathe, breathe, breathe. Shine those hips forward by tucking your pelvis under. Take some deep breaths, send it down into your hips. Think about releasing whatever you need to release. Lovely, just do that each side again. So step the feet together, step the opposite foot back. Don't worry about which side you're doing, because I always do the other side at some point, so you're not going to miss out. Few deep breaths, tuck in that pelvis. See if you can go a little deeper here. If not, don't worry about it, it's not a competition. Just see if it's there comfortably. And then when you're ready, swap sides. That's it. Keep your shoulders back, your chest open. Perfect. Well done. Amazing. Keep breathing. Lovely. Step your feet together. Begin to roll up, back up into that mountain pose. If you're already up, just line all those joints up. Take a few deep breaths. Allow your body to recalibrate. Okay, so we're all staying up now. We're going to take our right leg back. Hopefully your heel can come to the floor. If not, don't worry. And some of you might, like me, might need a little bit of a turnout. It's not a big one, it's just naturally where your hip kind of want to go like out a bit. Try and keep it square to the front. That's hurting your lower back, won't do it. Just a little bit of a turnout, okay? We're keeping our legs straight here, comfortably apart, doesn't have to be super wide. Now think about keeping your spine straight and tall. You're going to come to the thigh, take a few deep breaths. Now if it's there, you're going to come down to the shin. Again, flat back, reaching, crowd the head into the tailbone. Big deep breaths. And then if it's there, hands to the floor, but don't worry if it's not, that's quite difficult. Breathe, breathe, breathe. When you're ready, bend that front knee, step your feet together and step the other leg back, making sure hips are shining to the top edge of your mat. You can come all the way up now. Feet are firmly on the floor. That back leg might have a little bit of a turnout, that's cool. Keep it nice and aligned, that's it, beautiful. Come onto the thigh if it's there. Gentle breaths. Down onto the shin. And when you're ready, down to the floor. Keep breathing into the back of your body. Think about coming into the now as much as possible. Bring in the feet into your focus, sensations in the feet, sensations of the breath, noticing those thoughts and distractions, but just watching them instead. Lovely, bend that front knee, step your feet together and roll up very slowly all the way back to standing. Now have a good shape, guys. Have a good shape. Sometimes tension creeps in when you're concentrating. That's it. Step your feet wide. So you can step off your mat as long as you don't feel like you're going to slip, or you can just bring it to mat width apart. It doesn't have to be super wide. Slight turnout in the feet, maybe it's sort of 10 and 2. Again, doesn't have to be. Listen to your body. Breathe in and bring your arms up on the diagonal. Beautiful. Exhale, bend the knees, keeping them wide. Pull the elbows into the waist. Wonderful. Inhale, shoot it back up into 5-point star. And again, exhale, squeeze. Now these are called power poses. You've definitely heard of these. Permission to take up space. And they release a load of feel-good, confidence-boosting hormones. So, instead of that protective posture where you're curled in and you're hunched over, you're going to open your body out and tell it that you feel great. And it works like a reverse feedback loop, telling your brain that actually you're all right. I'm going to do a few of those. Lovely. This time as you come in, relax the breath, just breathe naturally. Bring your hands to your thighs. We're going to inhale, push one shoulder forward as we turn and look over the back shoulder. Exhale. Inhale through centre to push the other shoulder forward. Lovely. Release into a forward fold, straighten your legs, and slowly roll up, bone by bone by bone. Beautiful. More power poses, my favourite. Let's turn out our right foot. So that is facing out to the side. Again, might be different in your body. This foot's going to face forwards. So your heel here is shining into the arch of your foot, or it's lined up with your back heel. Again, it depends on your turnout in your body. It's about a metre apart, however you fancy. Now, if you struggle with your knees, you can keep your legs straight throughout this whole thing. If not, you're going to bend that front knee, the one that's turned out, so that the knee's over the ankle. Arms are coming wide. Roll them down your back body so you feel nice and confident. Give yourself permission to be big and beautiful. Take some deep breaths. This is your warrior two. When you're ready, take this arm down your back leg, flick your palm up and come into a very soft, very gentle back bend. Back into your warrior two. Inhale. Straighten your leg. Exhale. Inhale, slide your ribs and your arm over as far as they'll go, and then you're going to come down thigh, shin or floor, and breathe out. Breathe naturally here. Beautiful, well done. Make sure you're not feeling any pain or discomfort. Just come where it feels comfortable and challenging. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Bend that front knee, come back through warrior two. Exhale, lower the arms. Turn it in, turn the opposite foot out. Bend that knee. Arms up, level with the shoulder, roll them down the back body. Look out over that front arm. Feel your power pose in all its glory. Take deep breaths. When you're ready, slide your arm down your back leg and come into a little back bend. Beautiful, big deep breaths. Back through warrior two, straighten that front leg. Inhale, slide, slide, slide. Exhale, thigh, shin or floor. Open your heart, let it shine forwards. Let all that tension release from the chest and from the hips. Wonderful. Bend that front knee. Come back through warrior two. Straighten that leg, turn it in. Either come down halfway or fully release into a wide leg forward fold. Thinking about shaking out those thoughts, shaking out the tension, and practicing coming back into the present moment. So with yoga, we practice leaving the previous move behind and coming fully into the new one. Taking everything breath by breath. Lovely. Heel toe your feet back together. Slowly roll up once again. Stacking everything on top of each other. If you need to have a shake here, have a shake. If not, stay where you are. You're going to take one leg and cross it over the other. So you're standing with your legs crossed. Now it might be just in front, might be on the toes, doesn't matter. Now what I'm doing is I'm going to challenge your balance and your focus on purpose, because nothing's going to bring you into the present moment than me annoying you with a horrible pose. So, arms wide. Take a deep breath. You're going to gently twist one way. And then the other. Lovely. Come back to the centre and bring it down. Then cross your legs the other way. Bring it up. Flip shoulders down. Deep breath in. Exhale to twist. Inhale, twist through the centre, and exhale when you get to the other side. Beautiful. Come back. I love your arms. It's making me sweat. I don't know about you guys. Okay, challenge. You don't have to do it. You can do the one we've just done. So remember, you're only in competition with yourself in this room. You're going to soften the knees. You're going to take this leg. You're either going to bring it to here like you just did, or you're going to cross it over your thigh. Sit your hips back. You're looking at me like absolutely not. Okay, go back to the previous one. That one is a challenge. It makes you really think about your balance. That's it, perfect, well done. Breathe, breathe, breathe. do that for? Okay, back the other way. Swap feet as we were doing the previous pose, that's it. Hips back, chest lifted. Focus on a spot. That spot is called your drishti in yoga. Don't let go of it, breathe deep. Move out of the thinking mind and drop into your body instead. All the way up. Lovely, have a shake. Right, if you thought that one was tough, I'm joking. Okay, so level 1, tree pose. You're just going to peel your heel off the floor and you're going to bring it to your lower calf of the opposite leg. So one hip is shining forwards, one hip is turning out, your body square to move, hands on the waist. That's it. Find a spot, don't let go of it. Nice deep breaths. Stay here. Level 2, you're going to bring it to the calf. That's it. Try to keep your supporting knees soft. You can wobble. Trees blow in the wind, but they stay firmly rooted in the ground. That's what I'm teaching you here. Make that sturdy base, because life is going to throw things at you all the time. When you're ready, inner thigh, or you can cross it over your thigh. Depends on your body. Woo! Focus on a spot. Lower your centre of gravity. Be in the now as much as possible. Lovely. When you're ready, bring that leg down and we're going to do that well done. All on the other side. Amazing. So remember, you can start here, hands on the waist. Perfect. Beautiful. You can come to your calf, your inner thigh, like this, or you can cross it over the front. This is what I prefer. Usually I have slippy leggings on, and I can kind of squeeze my glutes to hold it in place. Bring your hands to your chest. I love the concentration faces, I will say. They are awesome. Especially you, Lisa. She's putting funny faces. Nice deep breath. Perfect. Untie. Give yourself a shake. Big salute up. Breathe in. Exhale. Fold forward. Let it all go. Shake your hips, shake your knees, shake your head, shake your shoulders. Well done. Okay, we're going to come down to the floor now. Is everyone okay lying on their spine today? Give me a wave if you're not. Good. Yeah, come down to your spine. So you're going to keep your knees bent, hips tucked underneath. Tuck the chin, move the shoulders away from the ears. And I like to bring my feet quite close into my bottom, but again, it might be really different for you. Bringing your hands by your hips, spine along the mat. Nice deep breaths. When you're ready, you're going to squeeze up on the pelvic floor, tuck your hips under, and you're going to push them up to the sky, lifting your bottom from the earth. So I want there to be a nice long line from the top of your head down into the tips of your knees. Nice deep breaths. Again, we're reversing our protective posture here that we hold when we're stressed, anxious or tense. Roll down bone by bone by bone. Completely relax when you hit the floor. Release your glutes, release your belly. When you're ready, start that all again. Squeeze up, tuck the pelvis, push towards the sky. When you're ready, all the way down. Now next time you come up, I want you to hold it a little longer. And the reason I do this is because I want to increase your window tolerance. What happens when we go through periods of big chronic stress is our window tolerance gets smaller and smaller and smaller, and you'll find things that never used to make you anxious start making you anxious. So in this nice controlled, relaxed environment, we just challenge ourselves by 1% more. And each time we open out that window of tolerance and we empty our cup a little bit, so that when life stresses come along, just got a little bit more space to not be so reactive. As you exhale, come all the way down and release. One more time up. See if you can hold it just a second longer this time. You don't have to, but give it a go if it's there. body all the way down. When you're ready, bring your knees to your chest. Give them a big, big hug, a big, big squeeze. You can bring your hands behind your thighs or on top, it's up to you. Have a little rock side to side and let your body just melt into the floor. You can turn your head, stretch out the neck. Lovely. Come back to some stillness in the centre. Bring your knees over your armpits, so you're widening them towards the edges of your mat, drawing them down to the floor towards the armpits. You're going to flex your feet, stack your feet over your knees, and then you can either grab the backs of your thighs, your calves, or your feet into happy baby pose. And you can rock. There's so many nice little rocking happy babies. I love this. Turns everyone all silly. So again, really good for releasing in the hips, really good for your parasympathetic nervous system. You cannot think your way out of anxiety. The body is your most powerful weapon, really. Lovely. From there, release the feet with your hands, but bring your feet together in the air, and then lower them down to the ground. So this is going to be your first yin posture. Bring your feet down to the earth, that's it, and let your knees fall apart. Now if that feels too much when you get there, too intense in the hips, bring one knee up to point to the sky and just let one leg flop open. So both knees are flopped open, soles of the feet are together, you're making sort of diamond shape with your legs. Tuck the chin, your hands can be wherever you like, belly, heart, behind your head, on the floor, wherever you feel most comfortable. And now, if it's there, close your eyes. Start to take a journey into the centre of yourself. So yin is more introspective. We just did a lot of big outward movement. Yin is your opportunity to turn in and again, listen to all of the messages in your body. Now, I like to divide these into layers. I say yoga does. Yoga likes to divide this all into layers, and you've got your physical body, where you have sensations, you have energy underneath that, breath, and then your mind and your emotions. So think about starting with the physical body and the sensations, journeying through those layers. It doesn't matter if you get the order wrong or your attention dances from one to the other. But thinking about all of those parts that make up who you are and how they interplay with each other. Your mind tells your energy where to go, your energy moves your body tells your mind how you're feeling and vice versa. So really, really welcome everything that comes up here and sit in that seat of witnessing, observing, being the watcher of all. You don't need to analyse, judge, criticise or repress anything about yourself. That's often where we go wrong. Nice deep breaths and just explore for the next 5 minutes or so. from Dan Millman and says, you don't have to control your thoughts, you only have to stop letting them control you. Encouraging those longer, deeper, slower exhales, even longer, deeper and slower than you did before. When you're ready, take your hands up to the top of your back, so stretch them past your ears, have a full body stretch. You can screw up every single muscle in your body. As you exhale, swoop them down wide, all the way down to your thighs. Gently bring your thighs back together. It's going to be a bit sore and tender. Then you're going to knock the knees together and step the feet wide to the ends of your mat. And this is your next yin pose, just resetting the hips in the opposite direction. Again, close your eyes, opportunity to be introspective here, journey into the centre of yourself, get to know your little inner world. We never get to listen to the messages in our body in this busy modern life, so this is a lovely little opportunity, a little gift to you, to hear it all, so that it doesn't keep screaming at you when you leave here. Nice deep breath. One says, within you, there is a stillness and a sanctuary to which you can retreat at any time. under your head and a blanket over you. You might prefer to lay on your side or your front. You can pop clothing on or take it off. Just find your most comfortable position. If you're lying on your back, I would let your feet, your thighs kind of flop away from one another. And I personally have my palms flipped up to let my fingertips gently sort of relax and curl, but they might be on your belly, behind your head, wherever you prefer. And I would spend the first 30 seconds or so readjusting your position many times, having an itch, a scratch, a yawn, a stretch, and letting all of those things that might distract you leave your body. Lovely. And again, if it feels comfortable, close your eyes. If it doesn't, just softly gaze at something. Keep your focus really soft and not concentrating too much. You can keep your eyelids half closed as well to compromise. And again, thinking about that out breath. So thinking about using that out breath to soften every part of your body. Your toes, up your legs, your torso, your arms and your head, allowing it to be heavy and soft and really melt down into that surface upon which you're laying. Give yourself permission to totally relax here. In fact, you can say in your mind, I give myself permission to relax, to know where I need to be and nothing I need to do right now. Feel tension leaving with each out-breath. Maybe it's the jaw for you, or the shoulders. Some of you it's the brow, the scalp, the belly, the pelvis. Maybe it's all of those places. Big deep out-breath. And again, just 1% might leave today. It doesn't all have to go. Sometimes things take 100 times of letting go before they really leave. Now this technique is called the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, you've probably commonly heard it used. It's a CBT technique. Again, one of the most highly effective, clinically proven techniques for anxiety. So that's why I've chosen it in a meditation form today. Now don't worry if you lose your focus and you miss the words. You will hear the parts that you need to hear and the bits that are relevant to you. Just come back when you notice. And if thoughts feel overwhelming, just bring your attention to your breath. But remember, we're not trying to push anything away here. Allow everything to come up and simply watch it. It's perfect as it is. Now, I know you've got your eyes closed, but I want you to imagine yourself somewhere familiar. It could be your home, a place in nature. Maybe it's a made-up place, but somewhere you've been before. And I want you to just spend some time noticing 5 things that you can see in this safe space. Notice the texture, the shape, the colour. Vividly see each one in as much detail as you can. 5 things. noticing two things that you can smell. You can imagine these smells like lavender or something that's familiar to you, fresh rain, or maybe there are things that you can smell in the room. And then finally, noticing one thing that you can taste, something that's present already. You don't have to try and imagine it. And then simply allow yourself to just relax, creating a sense of safety and sanctuary in your own body. And spend a few minutes here. Just telling yourself that you don't need to remember everything that you practiced today. When you leave here, the bits that were relevant to you, the bits that were important, will just come up organically in your everyday life. There's no need to put any pressure on yourself to remember or to do anything in a certain way. Just allow life to happen, call upon the tools when you need them, and when they come to you in the right moment. Few deep breaths. And when you're ready, bring your consciousness back to your body, lying on the floor, feeling the weight of your head, your torso, your arms and your legs. Feeling your body move as you breathe. Feeling parts of your body that are cooler as the air touches them, and warmer that are covered by clothing or props. Give your fingers and your toes a wiggle. Roll your wrists and your ankles, first one way and then the other. And then take a really big, deep, full body stretch, bringing your arms up past your ears, screwing up every muscle in your face and your body, and then let you go with a big. And again, big, big stretch, screw it all up, and release. Perfect. Roll onto one side if you're comfortable to do that, or just stay there for a moment. I want you to give your upper body a really big hug, a really big squeeze, and take a nice big smile to yourself. Don't worry, nobody can see you. And release all those feel-good hormones into your body. Tell yourself it's safe to be in your body. Your body is your best friend. Coming all the way up by pressing your hands into the floor. Come back into whichever seat you feel most comfortable in, like the one you did at the start. Take your time. Lovely, and we'll end our session the way we always do, final clearing breaths together. So taking a nice big deep breath in, bring your arms wide, just the same. Exhale. Last